Hello everyone and welcome back to more mini motorways. Today we are heading into Rio de Janeiro for the weekly challenge for the week of the 18th of November through the 24th of November. There are 3 modifiers for this weekly challenge: over hill and dale, bridges and tunnels do not require road tiles, can't be choosers, only one choice of upgrade is offered, and go-kart or go home, the speed limit is increased in tunnels. So it seems like a pretty easy one. The only difficult part is can't be choosers, but that shouldn't mess with us too much. The scores are a little all over the place, with a major drop-off at 0 points, and then again here at probably 1,000, and then called as 1,400, and then again and again and again. Looks like some people did manage to do really well, though, with several scores up into 4,000. I don't know if we'll get that high of a score, but we're going to aim for hopefully at least over 2,000. We'll see how that goes. I don't hate this spawn here. I don't love it because we are right up next to this river. I would have preferred to have a extra road space here so we could get around this without having to use a bridge, but for now, this is okay. We'll see how the run progresses, that's for sure. You may have already noticed I turned on the in-game soundtrack for this particular video. Y'all will have to tell me in the comments whether or not we like the soundtrack or not. I don't love this green spawn. These 2 populations being very close together does not leave a lot of room for either of them to develop, which is going to probably mean that we're going to have to put in a roundabout here or a roundabout here so we can hook in another population. Probably for both of these, unless green expands significantly down here. Week 1, we're forced to take a tunnel. Not bad. Not the worst. We're probably going to be making extensive use out of those tunnels as much as we can, just because they don't cost any road tiles. So we could take this whole mountain all the way across. That will be very nice. Ooh! This is a really good gray spawn. I'm very happy with this gray spawn. Again, I don't love that it's tucked right up here to the mountain, because the only way to get around this is with a tunnel, but we have 2 tunnels, and tunnels don't require road tiles, so not a huge deal. I like this green spawning down here, but I really don't like this green. I got a feeling this will probably be an issue. I'm gonna wait just a second and see if we get any green anywhere else. I don't think we're going to, but a girl can hope. We'll see. It is Sunday. That was a very, very quick week, too. Ooh, we get another really good gray spawn. Week 2, we're forced to take the roundabout. Oh well. We'll just hook this green in with something like that. We'll do a roundabout here for now. That shouldn't be too bad. I would like to eventually separate this at some point. In fact, it might be better to just separate it now, something like this. But I really want to leave as much room as possible for more greenhouses to spawn in this area down here for this guy. It'd be nice if we could get a green population here. I don't quite remember what all the spawn locations are for Rio. Ooh, that's a really good gray as well. We can leave these grays on this business and have these grays go up and into here. Ooh. Okay. That one's not as good just because of how close the entrances are together, but the distance is, again, really, really nice. These grays are going to have a lot of population super close to them, which is a huge bonus. Again, we are already at Sunday. Super fast week 3. We get another roundabout. I am not going to complain about that in the slightest. We got our yellow leveling up here. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw in this roundabout just as a preemptive measure, because I feel like this level 2 business is not going to be able to survive with just 3 houses. It is a pretty short distance, so it will last for at least the first few weeks just fine. But as we get into the later weeks, especially with rush hour, we're probably going to have to look into supplementing this with another population. I really hate this yellow spawn. I don't like this one either. We can potentially run these yellows through the mountain with something like this. I'm going to turn this gray and have it head into here instead. That's slightly better. I'm wondering if it might be better to run this yellow one tile over. Week 4, we get a bridge, just to give this gray like 1 or 2 more tiles for houses to spawn, because houses cannot spawn in the tiles directly next to a business. So all of these tiles around this business cannot have houses on them. We're doing really well so far. I still don't love these 2 yellows. I don't love how far they are from this business. We get a really nice white spawn. We're getting super, super lucky with these spawns so far. The only bad spawn we've gotten for this entire run is this yellow. Which I guess isn't even really that bad because of the increased tunnel speed, which I completely forgot was a thing until I watched this car just zoom through this tunnel. This green just leveled up. We're getting green down here. Okay. I don't love these greens down here. Week 5, we get our first motorway. Thank goodness. That white isn't terrible either. What we can do is separate these white populations. So we'll run these whites up and over and into here, and these 2 whites will come down and into this population, or into this business. Hopefully we'll get 2 very nice separate white populations forming here. If they're a little messy, that's okay. We'll find out a way to configure them. This green, I'm wondering if we can run it something like that to get this level 2, just a little extra population. I completely take back everything I just said, because these greens should go here to this guy. Because this is an incredibly short distance, and we're very lucky to have gotten that spawn. I'm wondering if it would be possible to get these greens into here somehow. Ooh. That's a really good yellow. These are really good yellows as well. We're getting kind of lucky right now. I think what I'm going to do is motorway these yellows into probably here for now, and we'll run this gray into there. We'll get rid of this tunnel. We'll move a roundabout down here, and we will send these yellows straight into here. In fact, we might send them all the way around, just to have traffic coming in from both sides of the business. And then hopefully, eventually, we can run these yellows across on a bridge into this roundabout to help this guy out. But we'll have to wait until we get another separate population for this yellow before we can do all that. That blue is okay. It's a bit of a distance, but this is a very straight path to blue, so it shouldn't be that bad. Week 6, we get another bridge. Not going to complain about that, considering we are about to use at least 1, probably 2 from this one down here. We could theoretically run these yellows up and over this level 2 blue and send them into here, which I think is less distance than this blue, so it should be fine. We'll see. We'll see if this starts to struggle. More white up here is really good. We're still getting really lucky with these spawns. I'm still wondering if it would be better to run these yellows down and into here, run these greens up, and then run these greens over. That might be better than what we currently have. I think I'm going to wait to implement that. and see if we get any more yellow up here or any more green in this little area. Week 7, we get another tunnel. I'm not going to complain about it. I will take tunnels and bridges and roundabouts over traffic lights every day of the week. This is a really nice yellow population we're getting. I'm wondering if we could fit a roundabout anywhere in here. Not really. Okay. I don't love how this is going to look trying to traffic manage this, but it's just a level 1 structure, so it hopefully should not need too much traffic management for now. I like this blue because it's the exact same as this blue, where it's just a bit of a distance, but not particularly difficult to get through. You know, it's not tied up in any of these other roads that we've got right now. But we'll do this for now, and here in a minute, when we have some more road tiles, we'll run a second road, probably like this. I guess we have enough road tiles. We can go ahead and do it. We'll do something like that, something like that. That should be good. Get more gray here. Week 8, we get another motorway. This gray just spawned. We have 4 gray businesses now and only 7 houses for them, which is not a lot, but I think we can make it work. What we can do is run this white road 1 tile up, hook all of these onto it. In fact, we'll go ahead and turn some extra white onto this road just because this did level up. We'll take 2 houses and send them up and into here. And we're going to want to stick as close to this level 2 structure as we can just to give white some more room to spawn. And send it into there. And hopefully that should work out. Yeah, see, we're getting more white up here now. Very good. With this level 2 structure, we're going to want quite a bit of white population here. In fact, I might go ahead and take these 2 white houses and run them onto this road as well. This green is starting to tick up. In fact, both of these greens are starting to tick up. They're running out of population, so I'm going to go ahead and run these greens up and into here. We did just get some gray over here. I don't hate it, but to make use of it, we're going to have to use at least 1 tunnel. We'll see how this population develops and then decide what we want to do there. This green just leveled up as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and implement this tunnel through the mountain thing that we were talking about. We'll run, week 9, we get another bridge. We'll run these yellows down and in, something like that. And then all of these greens will turn and go up and into these level 2 structures. So it'll be something like that. Get even more yellow here. This is very nice. We do have the potential option, just because we have so much yellow here, of splitting this population into 2 and sending half of it into this level 2 structure and half of it into our double destination over here. So you can just keep that in mind for now. It's just an option that we have. I don't love this blue that's sort of intertwined with this white road. It's not the best. I don't love that white spawn either, but it's not terrible. It can be handled. Ooh, especially with this white population that we just got down here. We'll just go ahead and throw in a roundabout there, and we'll just run a road right on up. Might be better to run it this way and then up to give gray some extra room to spawn. Ooh, this blue is struggling. I think that's distance. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a nice little motorway. Just to get it some extra population real quick. Week 10, we get our first set of traffic lights. I won't complain about it because it is, you know, it's been 10 weeks, we've gotten 10 upgrades. I'm not gonna complain about that. I have a feeling that these blues are gonna really start struggling with distance. Especially now that this is a level 2 structure. So we might want to look into turning this into a permanent motorway situation. Yeah, see how quickly it's ticking up already? I think what I'm going to do is just take all of these blues and send them into each other. We'll go ahead and get rid of this roundabout for now, but we'll leave in a cross section with a traffic light here, just so that we can put another roundabout there if we want to. And then once we get this roundabout back, we'll slot it in here somewhere, and then run it into this somehow with a motorway. I'm wondering if we even can fit it here. Ooh, just barely. We can slide it under this white population. Do something sort of like that, just to separate how they go into the roundabout. Wonder if we can do it one tile down. Yeah, that's slightly better, I think. In fact, something like that might even be better. And then we can get rid of this entire road, and then all they have to do is make it to this little motorway, and they'll run straight across and into this level 2 structure. And if we need to, we can grab some of these blues and send them up and into there or something like that. Ooh, never mind. This is a really nice blue because of this blue population. What I think I'm going to do is get rid of this tunnel. We'll supplement this green for now with some of these greens from over here. But what we're going to do is run these greens up and over this blue population and then down and into here. We'll run these blues under this green population and then into this blue. We might even connect these yellows into this green population if this yellow ever needs help. I did just realize that this yellow leveled up, so this is a serious distance issue now. But we'll be thinking about that as the game progresses. Wondering if we could potentially run this yellow up and in with a tunnel. Something like that. I'm wondering if that might be better. We'll see. I think these yellows are getting used. It is Sunday. We get a bridge. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hook. Ooh. Oh, we used our tunnel that we used for our green. Oopsies. We'll get it back eventually. We're getting lots of gray in some kind of weird places. I don't hate them, but I don't love them either. Turn these greens back onto this. And this should clear up here in a second. I'm wondering if there's a way we could get these grays into here without a tunnel. So we're running a little short on tunnels right now. But we're really struggling here for gray. We can run these guys, these grays, over and into here, into this gray, and then get rid of this big long road and send these grays all into this level 2 structure. That should help significantly with how much this is struggling right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and slot in these blues into this roundabout, just in case. Week 12, we get a traffic light. In fact, I'll leave one road out just so that we don't get any blues coming across or into this motorway across this roundabout. We get more white down here. More green down here. I'm very much liking that we did get this very big green population. You just realize we're at 1800. We're doing really well. And as soon as I say that, we get a not so great white spawn. Okay. It's not the worst spawn we could have gotten. What we can do is put in a traffic intersection here for now. This should be fine just because both of these are level 1 structures. But this is not optimal to have two businesses feeding off a single population, especially such a small one, and especially now that this is leveled up. That could potentially be a problem. Okay, alright. That's not great either. Yikes. Okay. We're gonna have to start thinking outside the box a little. This road can go, because these yellows aren't actually getting used yet. These whites can all come down and into here. This blue is really, really unfortunate, just because of the placement of it. We do have this big, huge blue population that we could draw from, but we can't really, one, get it into a tunnel, and two, we don't have any tunnels. We kind of got screwed there. This motorway can go, because we do have this road here and such a big blue population. We can potentially just send some of this blue up and into here for now. I don't love it, but it will keep us alive. Hopefully we'll get a tunnel here in the next couple of weeks, especially since this yellow is really starting to struggle. What we're probably going to do is motorway yellow into here. Week 13, we get our tunnel. Thank goodness. Now we just have to figure out where we want to use it. And I'm honestly not sure where we should put it. We could create two separate tunnels for this white business. So one tunnel here going into this and one tunnel here going up to here. Which would be good, but I'm really much more concerned about this yellow. The thing is, the only way we have to get this yellow up to there is by going through our white population, which I would really, really hate to do. This gray spawn does not help either, so we would have to go around that. I think what I'll do is wait for our motorway to go away. And what I'll do is I'll turn all of these yellows this way and send them all across on the motorway up and into here. In fact, I might have to make the motorway over here just so that we don't go over the mountain. Then we can send them into here. We'll see if we can do it on this side. Okay, we can. That's good. In fact, I might do it over here. No, I can't do that. Okay. We'll do a little slot here and then a traffic light intersection there, and hopefully that won't completely screw us over. This should be plenty of yellow to handle this situation. These blues can all hook into here now. That should be fine. We did just pass 2200, which is very nice. Looks like this green is sort of running out of population. So I might just steal just one or two houses from here and send them over. Because this has two unused houses. I think our next priority should probably be handling this set of whites that are connected. Our other white populations don't seem to be struggling terribly much. This is entirely a distance issue. It has plenty of population. Same with this blue, same with this blue. So I think what we should work on is probably getting these whites into these two populations as efficient as possible. So I'm going to stay in the mountain for as long as I can, and then send this up and into here on the most efficient path that I can. And then for now, we'll do something like this just to keep it alive. And then once we get So our tunnel back, we will take and turn probably these 5 into a separate population and tunnel them up and into this road. And that should be good, hopefully. So we'll do something like this for now. That should keep us alive until we get our tunnel back, which we just got back. And we'll just send these right on up here into this. We'll get our traffic light back as well. Get rid of that road. Get rid of this road. Hopefully that should stop the issues we're having here. Week 14, another traffic light. I'll take it. I'm not against it. This green is struggling for population. We're getting more green population here. I think green is surging, is what's happening. I'm going to have this green fend for itself for a little bit. This yellow is ticking up. That is entirely a distance issue. It has so much population to draw from, is the sad part. What we can do is leave that in. We'll do... get rid of this. We'll do something like this, perhaps? No, it has to go in... like this, I think. So that it's a right-hand turn. And that should make this intersection somewhat acceptable. We'll do... I really hate doing it like that. I don't want to connect these two populations. So I feel like that will probably end terribly for us. So we're going to do something like that for now. Hopefully we'll figure something out. This yellow is starting to tick up as well. We are definitely at surge pop. I just realized this green just spawned. And I completely did not see it. I have very, very little solution for that green. We can potentially cut this here, send these greens up and into here, and then send them into there. Do a traffic light there. Hopefully I caught that fast enough that this green doesn't kill us, but there's definitely some potential there that I did not catch it fast enough, and this green is our game ender. This yellow is a potential game ender as well. They're both struggling. They're both struggling for population here. This one is too. I don't know. This gray is struggling for population. Oh my gosh. Okay, we finally get another tunnel. We can send... this gray into here. This into here. This turns into a traffic light. And I don't know, that might kill us. That definitely has some potential to kill us. Ooh. It appears to be calming down. This traffic is insane. We're getting yellow here, okay. This yellow is dying. Okay. Is there any way we can get this yellow more population? I don't think there is. We could potentially just screw over green here and just do something like that. I'm not sure that's the best plan. What's it gonna be? I think it's gonna be this yellow. Yeah. Okay, we made it to, what, 3,400? Yeah, okay. Very nice. I think... I think our main problem was just that we did not have enough yellow on the side of the map. Like, we had this big population over here, but we just didn't have a very good way to get it down and into here. Maybe we should have run, instead of having this population go up and into here, we should have had a bridge go down under these greens and then into here. Or potentially, like, send these blues over the yellow and then send these blues under and into here. Or send these yellows under and into this business. That might have been better, but I'm not going to complain about 3,400. That was almost double what I was hoping for. Let's see how we placed. We are in the top 5%. Okay, I'll take it, I'll take it. We scored 28th. All right, let's go. Now that is probably liable to change, considering I am playing this on the Monday that the weekly challenge came out. But I'm certainly going to take that top 5%. I'm happy with it. Anyway, that was the weekly challenge for the week of the 18th of November in Rio. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you're feeling, whatever makes you happy, and I will see you in the next one.